Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Pyre Community RITE Night, which means of course some good old-fashioned multiplayer Pyre, featuring first and foremost none other than the members of the RITE Club Discord server, the place for all things multiplayer Pyre. And if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then the best way to do so is by joining the RITE Club Discord server, which you can do by clicking on that link right there. But those of you in chat, you are not off the hook. No, because you see the red circle with the white L below chat? You click on that and you'll find all of the various requests you can make today, including things ranging from selecting players' exiles, masteries, songs, arenas, even Titan stars are all fair game. So, without further ado, let's hop into versus mode. We'll set ourselves back to our defaults, but otherwise, let me know if there's anyone who would like to get in here, or if there's anything we'd like to do to set up our first match of the day. And I think I saw we had a sermon intro. Now, granted, we usually do a sermon intro for our first match anyway, so I'm thinking we'll just do 2 sermon intros in a row in that case. Failer's good to jump in, and Camilo would like to as well. No worries. Just want to make sure you still get something out of your request, right? Oh, okay. And now we are spicing things up already. Turning the customize off. Okay, but let me get these 2 in here. Let's see. So we have Failer, and it was Camilo, right? Yes. Let's see. Camilo, you're not showing up for me right now. For some reason. Yeah, it seems like it says you're offline. There we go. Okay, perfect. Alright. Invites should be on their way. Let me jump into Discord while we're at it. Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. What up?
Doing alright. Looking forward to some good old-fashioned Pyre action. And we have customize off for the first one, as well as some thrash packing. So we are getting off to an interesting start at that. Camilo, are you going keyboard mouse today, or should we... Or are you going controller?
I'm going keyboard and mouse.
Okay, because I do notice that Pyre right now thinks you're using a controller, so that's a great sign.
Oh, yay.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm at fault. I had my controller plugged in. That's my bad. Let's see if this is any better, and let me make sure that you have controls. Okay, what about now?
Beautiful.
There we go. Okay, let me just set you guys up on stream. So it looks like we have Camilo on player 1, whereas we'll have Failer on player 2. Then Tempers and Fate. Alright. And I think we're good to go here. So of course we'll have randomized exiles, masteries, and talismans. Won't even get to see what those things are in advance. Just gonna get thrown straight into the action with that customize off. And what better way for us to get started?
Greetings, exiles. You stand upon the pit of Melith. You shall take part here in a glorious tradition. Let us see which one of you is more deserving. Tempers, stand prepared. The Fate, stand prepared.
No worries, Lilac. We can look to get you in a little bit. Let's see. So we have Camilo with a worm. I think that's 2 nomads. It is. And then we have...
We're both playing the same thing.
Unfortunately, this does seem to happen a lot. Okay. Taylor, want to try unplugging, replugging, just see if that does anything?
Sure, can do.
Oftentimes, though, it seems like we might need to restart Pyre altogether, which would kind of stink, but let's see.
Alright, let's see.
Any luck now?
Oh yeah, we're...
Alright.
Seems like we're good. Alright. Do you guys want me to give you a countdown, or are you good to go from here?
I think we're gonna go... Oh yeah.
Well, hang on, now I've lost input.
Yeah, that doesn't look right on your end, Failer. Hold on. That is strange that it was working before. Do you want to try unplugging, replugging again, or I can mess around with remote play a little bit?
Try one more time.
Looks like you made the slightest of changes on your end. Doing something now. Is that you, Failer?
Okay, so that seems good. I wonder why that worked.
That's weird. Okay, so yeah, what do we want a countdown, or do we just want to go from here?
Sure, I'll do a countdown.
Alright, let's go to this page then. Alright, so I'll give you guys a 3, 2, 1, go, and on go I'll hit resume. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
So yeah, it is double nomad and a worm for Camilo. It is a demon, a cur, and an imp for Phaler. Oh, shoulder smash on Headwind, it looks like, for Camilo. Let's see what else we can learn about these teams. Oh, was that a can singularity on Headwind as well? It looked like it might have been. Vispaleth for Phaler. Blocked. Oh, that is absolutely can singularity on Headwind. He's also going crazy with the shoulder smashes, but Phaler has it back here. And the Sacred Bonds also causing some chaos as Camilo able to bring back his exiles relatively close to Phaler's Pyre. And that helps to set up Snavra for a 20 damage plunge, and I swear, Headwind is just taking names. But Barker doesn't care. He'll plunge for 20. But no prayer beats for him. He's gone in this round. Edwin. Ooh, both nomads down here. Camilo can bring them back, but now Vispaleth with some room to work with. Oh, Camilo recovers just in time to get the interception and nearly scored on the opposing end. Now it's Phaler with a quick counterattack and has the extra imp damage there, so that's 25 on that plunge. That's fairly significant, but it does mean no Tizo for Phaler in this round. And is that a triple hopping Barker? It looked like it might have been, in which case that's a pretty ideal setup for Phaler. Speaking of ideal setups, oh, that's a Cursed Talisman I'm just realizing on Vispaleth. Still had the aura, even with the orb. And turned into a one demon army on that occasion. And with that plunge, Phaler takes the win. GG.
The scribes themselves stood by their side.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Alright, let's head on back.
Customize off is always a ride.
Until the next
Never know what you're gonna get. Both a blessing and at times a curse. Alright, well we'll turn Customize back on here. We do have that other sermon intro request, so we'll honor that one here. But let us know if there's anything else we'd like to have for the next one. Otherwise, we'll set ourselves back to our default song. Moon... Do we have Moon Touched? I honestly don't remember. We do. Okay, great. Okay. Oh, right. Lilac was supposedly scheming something big, saving up a bunch of lid coin, but would not reveal what this was for. So when you say you can spare your lid coin for this, I assume that means you're still stockpiling enough to do whatever dastardly deed you've schemed up here. I would ask you what arena you are requesting. However, I have a pretty good idea. Care to disclose which one you had in mind? You needn't ask? Alright. Well, here's my guess. I believe it is likely the boat.
What a wild guess.
You know, I'm just spitballing here. I really don't know. I just figured I'd just mouse over the various options and... How did I ever guess? It was really just luck. Pure coincidence, I'm afraid. But alright, it looks like this might be all for this one, barring any last minute requests here, so let's get it started.
I bid you welcome, exiles.
Whoa, hold on. Wait, okay, we still have time. We can squeeze it in. We can squeeze in the customize off. I assume you had intended to combine that with the boat.
Why, hello, exiles. You are gathered at the hulk of Oris. Here you may step closer to achieving freedom. Cling to whatever shred of hope you have. Tempers, stand ready. The fate, stand ready.
Alright, let's see. It is Cur, Imp, Sap for Camilo. It is Worm, Harp, and Orlek for Phaler. Of course, Orlek on the boat has some pretty serious potential. We'll see how much Phaler leans into that here.
The Tempers, Pyre is
That's
the
exactly
first
what he does in the first round, plunging for 25 with Orlek. No prayer beads for him, though. He's gone in this round.
The orb is up.
Phaler also has the Harp Salute there, I just saw. I feel like I might have seen Camilo just have one of his exiles come back with the little visual effect from Can Singularity once again. It was just in the corner of the screen, so I can't say definitively, but keep an eye out for that. Parker. What? Oh, that was a portal. Okay, I thought you blinked that distance, and I was so confused. Here's Barker. Runs out of stamina, though.
That one almost
Down he goes. Tamitha for Phaler. Ooh, she seems awfully quick. Camilo with Manly. Now Barker.
the orb.
And it is Barker, who throws it in for a quick 11. Does, however, mean that Phaler now has the powerful Orlek back.
If I were that one, I'd be
Down goes Tamitha. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Barker has Can Singularity. Here is Orlek. He stopped on this occasion, though. Camilo, with Manly, has that sap throwing range that is in range, but Phaler is in position to intercept. Orlek. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Down he goes once more. It is a long wait for Phaler in that case. Gonna have to make do with Lady River on this occasion. Her throw is short. And Camilo, with a quick counter, had Manly hanging out right next to the Pyre, so able to capitalize with a quick plunge.
Perhaps
But no prayer beads on him. He's gone in this round, but everyone is gone, for that matter, on Camilo's end, at least until Barker makes his return, and almost close enough for the can singularity to dispossess Orlek on that occasion. But either way, Camilo able to get the stop, but now it's Phaler once again. Camilo recovers, has some room here, and once again it's a quick Barker throw. Raji, ooh, using the boat to great effect there, as was Orlek. But after all that, nothing came of it. Back with Camilo. And with some time to throw here, Phaler was about to get Tamitha back, but still enough time for Manly.
Into the adversary's flame. Oh.
Here's Orlek. He's dispossessed. And now banished. Barker. Whole lot of quick Barker throws, but they are starting to add up for Camilo. Okay, Orlek. That was a line drive jump. Usually, when the demons go that far on the boat, it's only when they get serious airtime. So that one was more missile-like rather than airline. Barker narrowly avoids banishment. Oh, gets stuck in the water there. You don't see that very often. In fact, oftentimes when you do, it ends up in them getting banished. I have never seen a worm jump that far on the boat. Oh, and Phaler pushes Camilo out of the way there and speeds in. That is absolutely extra speed on Tamitha. You cannot tell me otherwise. Orlek, he's blocked this time. Camilo, once again with Barker, this time though with a plunge. A little more damage in that case, and it does drop Phaler down to just 8. Which means one score might be all that Camilo needs here. Phaler moved in with Orlek, but Orlek was stopped and banished. Though wait, he comes back. Oh, does Phaler have the Worm Mastery to bring back Orlek? He very well may, because it's true, we haven't seen him get stuck without Orlek for very long. And here is Orlek plunging. Now in this case, of course, he will definitely be gone for the entirety of this round. Which means since this might be the last round overall, if Camilo is to score, Phaler may need to find a way to make it happen without Orlek here. Not sure he's going to have a choice. Here is Camilo, though. Barker stalls a bit. Down he goes. Phaler now with Tamitha. Valiant return from Lady River. Just enough to stop Barker. Oh, but Raji is quick. Nearly snuck through there, and that is still a very dangerous portal for Camilo if he is to regain possession. Phaler gets it back and plunges, and suddenly we may have ourselves a sudden death match. Camilo does have a sap and therefore may have some rekindling, so we may see a second life bar on his end, and of course there's always the chance that somebody has right life, but room here for Camilo to get the winning plunge.
Nearly was extinguished there, but no.
GG.
The rite is done.
Well played, you two. Alright, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
Yeah, it's that weird dynamic where technically, despite the boat being the Worm's home arena, in many ways they are the worst exiles on the boat. So it is nice to see the very rare Worm blessing on the boat like that. And then I think that was not only, it was definitely Can Singularity on Barker, but it was also Lucky Break on Barker, so it was actually a pretty viable setup for that. But anyways, let's set ourselves back to our defaults. Let us know if there is anything we'd like to see for the next one. Okay. The Gillman song. Quest for honor. Oh! Oh, I thought you meant as in his theme. But no, you mean Gilman just the character. That works too. So it's an exile's request for Gilman. Anything else we'd like? Gil the man. Not seeing anything else right now, though, so that might be it. So let's get started.
The Tempers shall confront the fate. Welcome.
All right.
Who shall conduct the rites?
So we need to see Gilman on both sides. Camilo goes for the legendary talisman for the extra jumping distance, and puts Gilman in the lead, so he's already met that requirement. Whereas Phaler goes Meta Ignarius first, so we will still see Gilman a little bit later in Phaler's lineup. Anor with the clip. Was that of the worm flying? Prayer Bead Zoxiana. That's the second choice for Camilo. Exploding Gilman. That's how Phaler will choose to set him up. Yeah, I thought I heard some people saying the other day that Twitch clips have been acting up a little bit. Haven't always been working so well. I wasn't sure exactly what they meant by that in terms of, are they not saving? Are they not getting shared in chat properly? I'm not entirely sure. But apparently that might be a thing. Tell you what is a thing is Leeching Headwind. So that's what Camilo took in the last spot. And Titan Tooth Tizo was Phaler's final choice.
Now to the flame. Begin.
Here's Iggy. He has banished everyone, although that does bring Gilman back. But it is still Iggy, who finishes the job here with a 30 damage throw. Iggy goes down here. It's now Camilo's turn. A series of banishments, and suddenly it's back with Phaler, although only momentarily. Zoxiana switches into Headwind, and he plunges. 20 damage and 10 leech as well. So net 30 points of value for Camilo.
demon's aid.
But Phaler quickly follows up here with another 30 damage. Another throw from Ignarius. He goes down, and a series of banishments there. It is Camilo who emerges, though, from that ruckus, and once again, it's a Headwind Plunge, 20 damage, 10 leech. But now no Headwind in this round, as he did not have Prayer Beads. Gilman was close there for Camilo, but a little bit short, and likewise with Phaler's Gilman, though in his case it was via a throw. Once again, series of casts and banishments in the middle. It's Ignarius who emerges. And plenty of time and space for him to throw it in for another 30 damage, and that means one more of those could be all that Phaler needs here. Now, of course, we have seen Camilo do a fair bit of leeching with Headwind, so it is possible that that math could change. And it is Camilo now throwing for 15 with his worm. Still would need, in fact, likely 3 scores in his case to finish the job. Ignarius down here. So now back with Camilo. Brings back Headwind, but he goes down quickly, and fortunately for Camilo, with the help of Sacred Bond, can bring back some of those fallen teammates. Here's Ignarius, and that is the winning score. GG.
Fire burns whilst that of their adversaries is but ash.
Well played, you two.
The ceremony is complete.
What is this about Supergiant announcing multiplayer Pyre? Ain't no way. I don't believe you. Quickly checks Supergiant Discord. One moment. Scrolls down to announcements. I saw okay, well, that's an old announcement. There was a Pyre announcement several months ago, but no. Lies. I mean, I didn't believe you, but I had to double check. I did have it up. So, anyways. Anor is choosing Exiles here. Oh, and did we have another sermon intro request? We did. For the Exiles, Anor wants Phaler to pick at least one sap, and Camilo to take at least one demon. Moreover, Phaler is banned from choosing demons, and Camilo is banned from using saps. So requiring the players to take what might not have otherwise been one of their preferred classes. Is that all? Or is there anything else we would like to add? Seems like that's it. So let's get going.
Exiles, you are gathered at the Isle of Kaelma. At stake here in this rite is your salvation. Let us determine which of you is the superior. Tempers, stand ready. The Fate, stand ready.
Lilac channeling the power,
Now let us
conserving
begin.
it. We haven't even seen your final form. Alright, well, it is Webbed Lanthorn Tizo. I mean, we are in the Imp Arena. So we'll see if that influences the players here. But given that Exiles request that Honor had, we will not see 100% imps. As Phaler will go with a Ninja Almer. Prayer beats Pamitha for Camilo. I think that means Camilo now needs to take the demon in the last spot. And Phaler goes Web Lanthorn Tizo, which means he needs to take a sap in the last spot, pursuant to Honor's request. It'll be a speedy Jody for Camilo's demon. And a Typhoon Bottle Palmas will be Phaler's sap. Phaler tries to set up the quick ninja throw, but gets intercepted, so back with Camilo now. Has a portal, uses it to set up Pamitha a bit here, but she's stopped. So back now with Phaler. Almer, his throw, lands here for 20, but we did see Camilo take the extra starting Pyre life, so still over 100. Phaler banishes one of the defenders and then throws this one in once again with Almer. And it's Camilo who ended up with the orb there. I think both players were a little bit surprised by that. Oh, and Camilo with the last second save. You can see how close that was based on where the portal ended up. But of course, Phaler very much looking to use that portal to set up an easier score here for Almer. And Jody knocks back the defenders, giving her lots of room to plunge in here. That's 30 damage, but it does mean Jody is now gone in this round. Camilo sacrifices Tizo to set up a portal, but in the meantime, Phaler recollects the orb. Tizo again for Camilo. Starts moving in, makes a few banishments, and then sets up an even more dangerous portal. But with Phaler in possession, going to be hard for Camilo to do much with that portal, at least at this stage. Throw intercepted, Camilo back in possession, does use the portal, wasn't as close as it once was, but it is still close enough to set up a Harp Plunge. And had prayer beads on Pamitha, so she is back, but now it's Jody. She goes down. Tizo goes down, and in doing so creates a portal which Pamitha now uses, and she speeds through, plunging here for 20. That infinite stamina certainly helping her on that occasion. Whoa! I did not think Almer got that throw off. I'm not even sure I saw him charging it up, to be honest. Well, everyone down on Phaler's side, but with the Typhoon Bottle, it at least momentarily prevented Camilo from throwing, but once Phaler got the characters back, Camilo able to squeeze in a quick little 6 damage imp throw. Almer intercepted, Camilo through the portal. Now it's back with Phaler. Uses his portal. Camilo again, though. Pamitha this time stopped. Almer, quick counter, throw intercepted. Now Camilo's counter, and he stopped just short of the Pyre, but now he has an extremely dangerous portal. He can't use it until he has the orb, which at the moment is in Phaler's possession. But now Camilo eyeing it flies through, but Phaler in position to get the block. Ulmer. His throw intercepted. Hamatha blocked. Gets it back though, and does end up plunging here. And that means Phaler now holding on with 4 Pyre life. But I believe he took some rekindling. So I'm pretty sure that Numbing Gust effect was actually coming from a Typhoon bottle, not the Numbing Gust mastery, which means, presumably, Palmas is mostly, if not entirely, right side masteried. And there it is a full 50 rekindling, so Phaler still in decent shape here, but that is now the second life bar. Jody looking to deplete that second life bar. At least take a sizable chunk out of it, but not going to happen on this occasion as huge banishments there. But Ulmer gets the orb back here. Throw intercepted. Oh, but everyone down on Camilo's side. Plenty of time then for Ulmer.
The temper's adversaries gained an edge. So fiercely fought.
Hamatha. She stopped. Imp versus Imp. Oh, but Ulmer sees the orb there. Unclaimed, quickly teleported to it and quickly threw it in. And now at this point, 1 score, potentially all that Phaler might need. That could have been it, if not for Camilo's interception. Here is Phaler with the Imp. And you can see how close it was. Just a tiny bit more and Phaler would have had it. But instead it's Camilo plunging for 20. And it is possible for either player to finish this with 1 score. For Camilo, it would need to be Jody. No one else would have enough damage. Phaler, however, does not need to be so picky. Just about anything would do for him, barring a quick damage throw. Oh, and almost the reverse psychology there from Ulmer. Perhaps Phaler expecting that Camilo was waiting for the throw, and did not go for it, though, on that occasion. Likewise there, and it almost worked. It wasn't quite enough to trick Camilo. Camilo trying to heart push his way through. Sets up a dangerous portal. Actually, Phaler defenseless here, but the Typhoon bottle certainly helping. Does Camilo have enough time? With his demon, he does. The only way he could have won in 1 score, but nonetheless, he finds a way to make it happen.
The rite is complete.
GG. Well played, you two.
Until the stars align.
Alright, well, let us know, chat, if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. Of course, if no one has anything in particular that they are looking for, we can always just leave it up to the players to take their preferred teams. That is an option as well. And seeing no specific requests at the moment, perhaps... Oh, hold on. The tree one for the arena. Do you mean the Glade of Liu? I assume you do. Edgy Shrek has a request, but it'll take a little time to type. Alright, no worries. We will wait. Understood, as long as it's not an arena request, as that has now been claimed. That would suggest that Edgy Shrek has something very particular in mind for this next match. Now I'm curious. I imagine that is most likely going to be some kind of Exiles request. perhaps the most opportunity for nuance there, but it could be a talisman or even mastery request. Player 2 can choose up to 3 Titan Stars, but for each Titan Star they take, they have to forego a talisman on an exile. Okay, so that means the ball is in Thaler's court here to choose how many Titan Stars he wants to activate. The trade-off is that activating Titan Stars means he will get fewer talismans. We'll give Thaler just a little bit of time to ponder that. 1 Titan Star per talisman. And perhaps would make the most sense in that case to at least go to the Titan Star page so we can see what Thaler's options would be.
The Titan Stars.
Not often that we're activating them, but there are certainly a few that I think by most accounts rise to the top of the list in terms of just how effective they are. Now, of course, Thaler, if he wants to, it seems like he could elect to take no Titan Stars at all and just keep all of his talismans. That may be a trade that he's willing to make, or his preference. But otherwise, which talismans? Well, I mean, to be honest, there are some Titan Stars that have very similar effects to talismans. So in some ways, some of these choices could be a like for like.
I think I'll scroll to the far left here. Just directly to the left.
I am fighting for something, but...
Yeah. Top left. Oh, sorry, bottom left. Bottom left. Give me the horse. Sylvius Horse-Headed, I believe is the one.
Where is the horse? This one?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay, so this is built-in prayer beads, except it's for all of Thaler's Exile. So in this case, yes, it is the same effect of a talisman, except it's 3 times as powerful in a way.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll go with just that one.
Just that one? I mean, that certainly seems like a good trade.
The Tempers versus
All
the
right.
Fate. Welcome.
All right. So Camilo was not involved at all in that decision-making process. We'll see how he chooses to adapt to this. He knows there will be 1 fewer talisman on Thaler's side, but then again, as we were just saying, for all intents and purposes, that Titan Star replaced, or gave him the effects of 3 talismans in 1. So it was Nutrition Stick on a Sap on Thaler's side, and then it was, might have also been Nutrition Stick on a Sap for Camilo. But what about Eastlock? Then there are some Titan Stars that are just impossible to quantify, to characterize their effects.
Sir Gilman.
Exploding Gilman for Camilo. Now, of course, Thaler does need to skip a talisman on one of his exiles. So we'll need to consider which one he would like that to be the case for. Because bear in mind, basically, by taking the Tailwind Crest on Ignarius, it is as if Ignarius has both Tailwind Crest and Prayer Beads at the same time. But Thaler will need to go talismanless on his last exile. Speaking of Prayer Beads, Camilo takes it the old-fashioned way with the actual talisman itself on Pamitha. No talisman for Raji. That's the one who will have to go talismanless for Thaler. We'll see if the trade he chose to make proves to pay off. Iki. So although he has functionally prayer beads on all of his exiles, it does mean that he was not able to get a web lanthor on Raji, would usually be the go-to talisman there, so he gained more offense because he has prayer beads on everyone, but is weaker defensively than he would otherwise be. So it is still a bit of a trade-off, even if it seemed like a no-brainer to take that Sylvius horse-headed. That was interesting, the way in which Camilo plunged there. Seemed like he just glided in with his sap. We also saw Ignarius speed in with the built-in prayer beads and the speedy talisman as well. But now it is Pamitha with her actual prayer beads plunging there. Camilo. Ooh, gets a quick throw in here from Volfred. And we got a random grand ceremony, that's true.
To each his own.
Iggy. He stopped here.
Into the adversary's flame.
Gilman. He stopped as well. Oh, and there is the big nutrition stick blink. Phaler plunging there with his sap, but has the built-in prayer beads, and so even if that wasn't usually the exile that he was planning to plunge with, it certainly works on that occasion. No real trade-off that Phaler had to weigh. Oh, and Camilo pushes Phaler away, and in doing so, makes it so that throw fell a little bit short. Camilo now with Gilman. Explodes.
Seemingly unfair.
Phaler now with it back in Ignarius' hands. Not for long. Camilo, quick sap throw. Another 6 damage one. I think that's exactly how much he had on the previous quick sap throw. Gilman explodes, taking out 2 of the defenders, and that means a little bit of room here. If Palmus, or rather, Volfred is quick about it, and he is able to evade the opposing Palmus. Amitha, locked here. Switches in to Gilman, who then explodes and takes out many of Phaler's exiles. Oh, there, Cease Chance plunge with Gilman, giving him 25 damage on that occasion. Volfred elusive, but not quite elusive enough to get the throw off in time. Iggy, banished here. Pamitha uses Volfred as a shield, and then Volfred is the one who throws it in. This time it's 5 damage. Gilman does just enough to elude Ignarius, but now it is back with Ignarius. And with infinite stamina, it's a scary sight to behold, but he is stopped nonetheless. Pamitha with room here, and with prayer beads, Camilo doesn't mind plunging. That means 1 score would be all Camilo would need, unless, of course, Phaler took Rekindling, as we saw him take in a previous match. But here's Ignarius, plunging for 30. And that means that, similar story for Camilo. If he is to take more damage, then if he has Rekindling, he might be okay, but if not, then 1 score might be all that Phaler needs. Phaler trying to buy some time here, trying to get some reinforcements. There is the Rekindling for Phaler. It is the full 50. So he is still holding on, but we have certainly seen on some occasions Camilo opting to take no Rekindling at all, so not entirely sure Camilo has that same luxury. Camilo plunging here with Pamitha. Getting rid of Palmus. Now both saps down. Iggy vanished as well. That leaves just Raji at the moment for Phaler. Palmus returned in time to make that defensive stop. Here comes Pamitha. She plunges again, and now, if Camilo does not have Rekindling, that means Phaler only needs 1 score, and since Phaler has already used his Rekindling, that means Camilo definitely only needs 1 score. That could have been the deciding plunge. But here comes Camilo. All that is to say, I believe this is now a sudden death match. Phaler with the sap throw has the range. Oh, but then sneakily almost blinked in instead. Practically had the range with that nutrition stick. But here's Camilo with a quick sap throw. Not quite quick enough. Phaler through the portal with Iggy. He's blocked. Camilo reclaims the orb. Pamitha plunges in for the win.
The tempers prevail.
GG.
Perhaps a stroke of fortune ought to be thanked.
Well played, you two.
The rite is ended.
Alright. And let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
Okay, let's reset ourselves. No, is that really all we had setup-wise? I guess so. But let us know if there is anything you'd like to see for the next one. That was a match in which Phaler had to choose between Titan Stars. Oh yeah, let's deactivate the Titan Stars. Good call. Phaler had to choose between activating Titan Stars and keeping his talismans. And of course, if we don't have anything in particular that we're looking for here, we could always just leave it up to the players to take their preferred teams. That works too. We have a song request, though. For the preset theme, we'll do that twice. Okay, gotcha. So the song is locked in. But is that all? That seems to be the case. You're broke, no worries. Save up that lid coin. Let's get started.
The tempers shall now face the fate.
Alright, so we're at the nest,
Welcome.
and with no
Who
requests,
shall conduct the rites?
at least no requests affecting the team composition, that much is all up to the players here. And so Camilo goes with the prayer bead stowaway. Phaler goes with a bright wisp armor. So similar, although not identical leads. Both players taking a savage of the saluting variety. Speedy Bertrude will be the second choice for Camilo. My goodness, is that man stylish. Gareth with vanishing throws for Phaler. Last choice for Camilo, and it's an exploding Gilman. And Phaler will finish with a webbed Lanthorn Raji.
The orb is up. Begin.
A series of banishments there. And, Camilo accidentally leaping into the lava. In fact, the orb is practically in the lava. I'm not even sure if Phaler was able to get it without accidentally going into the lava there. Camilo, quick throw there. Don't tend to see a tiny little crone throw, but there it is. It's just 5 damage from Bertrude. Banishing throws from Gareth, but he's banished before he can score from that opportunity. Gilman eludes one defender and tries to snake his way through the others. was not able to do anything on that occasion. Failure through the portal with Gareth. Banishes 1 with a throw, banishes 2 with a throw, but Camilo gets it back with Gilman. Gilman blocked. Now once again, Almer for failure. Right Wisp passes it back to Gareth. He's taken down. Stowaway for Camilo. Into the lava she goes. Gareth again. Camilo had Bertrude hanging out on top of the pyre, passed her the orb, and that's a quick and easy 30 damage plunge there, but it does mean she's now gone in this round. There's a little more room for Failure to work with here, and that means a little bit easier for Gareth to throw it in on that occasion. 20 damage coming from that score. Gareth again. Banishes 1, but then gets banished by the second defender. Stowaway for Camilo. A little bit of black magic on the jump, but not enough to trick Failure. And Failure opts for the plunge here. Gets 20 damage in the process, but loses Almer in that exchange. So we'll not see him in this round. We'll see if Gareth can get the job done. Well, now it's the Stowaway for Camilo. She's blocked, now banished, and now it's Gareth. His throw banishes, but then he goes down. So now Gilman back to the Stowaway. Gilman again, and his throw lands here for 10. Gareth goes down. Oh, and the Stowaway, first to reclaim the orb and nearly was able to do something with it on that occasion. Gareth banishes 1, then gets banished. Stowaway fakes the move toward the pyre. Suddenly room here for Failure to plunge for 20. But it means once again he is Almerless. But now it's Camilo plunging with his Savage for 20 damage, but in his case has the prayer beads. So still has the Stowaway, at least until she gets banished by that throw. Stunning Claim freezes everyone. I mean, I guess that is one way to pass the orb if you have Bright Wisp. Just jump into the lava. What's the worst that could happen, right? Almer. Banish before he can throw it in. Gilman explodes. I think that was the Stowaway who accidentally jumped into the lava there. Gareth. His throw lands. 20 damage there, and that means 1 more might be all that Failure needs here. Accept opportunity now for Bertrude. And that's 30 damage for Camilo, and suddenly 1 score might be all that Camilo needs. So we find ourselves once again with a sudden death match, and Camilo will take the win. GG. Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Yeah, Edgy Shrek, I'm not entirely sure why, but there are various points in time in which the orb will either increase or decrease in size. I don't think it actually has any tangible change gameplay-wise, but I feel like it happens most often after throws. Like if you throw the orb and, say, have a banishing throw, as Failure did in that match from Gareth, then sometimes you throw it, you banish someone, and I feel like for whatever reason that's the time where I most often see the orb in that especially small size. Depends on the size of the Holding Exile. Interesting. So if you have a match with both demons and worms, then you might see both extremes on the spectrum. That is, I assume, worms have one of, if not the smallest size, for the orb, but that may not be the case. Okay. Alright, well we have the second of our preset theme song requests for this one, so we do have that locked in, but otherwise, we have not yet claimed anything for this next match, so let us know if there is anything that we would like to see for this. And also, I know Lilac was expressing interest in getting in at some point today. I don't know if there was anyone else who was looking to get in, but it may make sense for us to swap some new people in the relatively near future. Alright, Anora's turning Customize off. So randomized, exiles, masteries, and talismans. Won't see what those things are in advance. Hold on, Lilac muted for a second. Are you talking to you? I was just saying it may make sense for us to change the players in the relatively near future, since you were expressing interest in getting in, and there may be other people as well who'd like to get in on the action. Alright, well, at least for this one, we'll certainly still have Camilo and Phaler, but let us know if there is anyone else who would like to get in. In which case, that dictates whether we would just swap Lilac in and keep one of the current players in and match up that way, or if it makes sense to double switch. Okay, gotcha. So let's do this one then, as Customize Off covers just about everything, along with the song request we already have. I think I hear a boat, and it is a crone, a harp, and a sap for Camilo. It is a cur and 2 demons, including Oralek, for Phaler. See what else these two have setup-wise, and that was an interesting route to the Pyre for Camilo's crone. And that was an interesting airtime from Jodariel. We do see that, Black Claw for Camilo's sap. That is not a sight he wants to see, as here is Phaler plunging for 30 with Jodariel. And Phaler also has a ton of starting Pyre life, as it seems like he got that mastery from both of his demons. Jody. Blocked here, but then banishes the defender. And that Black Claw is putting Camilo in a tough spot, as he couldn't do much to stop Jody here, and then Jody able to follow it in with a 30 damage throw. Oralek banished this time. Does Phaler have a way to get him back? If not, that can be painful. But Camilo able to throw in for 9. I think I heard the Vital Pounce sound effect on forfeit for Camilo. Black Heart? Oh, wait. On which of Phaler's exiles? Which one is that? I think that's Dalbert. So Phaler actually has a bit of an interesting team here as well. Has some very noticeable weaknesses, but some strengths as well. Mooncrest on Jody. I was going to say one of those potential weaknesses was the long respawn time of Phaler's exiles, but Mooncrest certainly helps alleviate that pain a bit. Jody, time to throw, but Camilo has 30 rekindling. That means 10 from Volfred's mastery, and 20 was coming from a right light. That's the only way you could get to 30. So interesting there. Camilo now plunging for 30 with his crone. Saxiana finds a way to, sneak through there, and with Astral Eye, it's a little bit of extra damage there. does now mean no Zaxiana in this round, and all Camilo has to defend is a Volfred who can't cast. Oh, but Camilo does have the team shield, which helps to set up his Crone a bit there. That's a 30 damage plunge, but it now means no Vorfrit in this round. Of course, Jody at this point does have enough damage if it's a full damage score to finish the job with just one either full damage throw or plunge, and well, there it is! Phaler takes the win.
GG.
The scribes themselves surely have taken note.
Well played, you two.
The rite is complete.
Alright, well, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And let us know if anyone else wants to get in. We know Lilac will be getting in soon, but trying to get a sense for whether we're just swapping one person or two people in. And yeah, we'll do one more here between Camilo and Phaler. It's just a question of after that, are we going to see Camilo against Lilac, or will it be a totally new set of people altogether? But anyways, as for this upcoming match, it will be Camilo, it will be Phaler, it will be our last match between those two, so if there is anything you would like to see between them, then let us know. This is our last chance to make that happen. We'll turn Customize back on, we'll reset our song, so we have a blank slate here, at least for the time being. Default masteries, it has been a while since we last saw those. You mean the presets? At least that's technically the terminology the game uses here, but I assume that's what you're getting at? Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
What does that option do?
Well, you're about to find out. Anything else? Bertrude's theme. It's not an option that we activate very often, and apparently not one that the players use very often either. Alright. So we have masteries, we have a song. Is there anything else we want for this next one, or is that all we're looking for? Seems like that might be it. So let's get started, and we'll take a look and see what this whole preset mastery thing is all about. Oh, hold on. We have an Exiles request. We can still do that. Also, I'm not sure why the game is doing... Wait, is preset masteries a thing that always does this? I don't remember. It's been so long since we've done preset masteries. Do we have to do this? We might. I vaguely recall that might have been a thing. A little bug. Can cue this one for later. I think we still have time to make it happen. Well, I don't know, I feel like it actually might make the most sense to cue it because there isn't... Okay, this is strange. There is an interaction with the preset masteries. I no longer am sure why this is happening. What if we just do it this way? Will this work? Or are we still gonna get stuck on this black screen? Huh.
This
Weird.
used to work. You're definitely right. It is something to do with that. Preset masteries. It did used to work, though. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. There was a little quirky bug that usually the workaround was exiting versus mode, I thought, and then restarting the match, and then usually that was fine. But after having done that now, I am not sure.
Almost certainly when I broke it, yeah.
Okay. Fingers crossed.
Like, one of the mods makes it so you have to do some weird sort of thing, but like, yeah, we know that it's not super well understood why.
Yeah, maybe it's that this would have been the solution pre-mods, but maybe implementing the mods for whatever reason exacerbates this bug. Odd. Okay, I mean, I could try restarting Pyre altogether. I have no idea if that's going to fix it, but it might be worth a shot. I don't know.
We could. I don't think that would.
I'm skeptical that it would make a difference. But in the interest of just checking it off and saying that we tried, we could.
Just want to try this real quick.
Yeah, strange. All right, I'm gonna restart Pyre just so we can say that we attempted that. Maybe that will somehow make a difference. I'm skeptical, but on the off chance that it does, we'll give it a shot. Okay, let's just see. Let me get you both back in here. Because it's been so long since we last did a preset masteries match that I would like to get the chance to do one.
What does it even do?
I want you guys to be able to see. Okay, let me just make sure Camilo still has controls. Okay, you do. Theoretically. Let's just see if this works. Or are we gonna be stuck on the same black screen? Wow. Alright. I don't think we can do it, it would seem. Just to confirm.
Weird.
I mean, technically speaking, given the way the preset masteries work, we could just turn off preset masteries, but allocate Exile's masteries as if they had the presets, and then we're functionally doing the same thing.
Some of the presets break the existing skill trees.
Oh, they do. That's true. That's true. So even that's not possible. I'm afraid I don't think there's a way to do it. I wish there was. I wish there was, but I don't know that there is anymore. So, I suppose, Edgy Shrek, if there is a different mastery request you'd like to make, you're welcome to, or, you know, any of the 100 lid coin requests, Exile, Mastery, Talisman, what have you. Just cue your request.
I'll just refund his points. Not a worry.
Okay. Sorry about that. Wish we could do it, but apparently we just can't.
It's weird because I have all the same mods you have, well, most of the same mods you have on my computer, and it works. Huh. At least with a workaround, it does eventually work. Strange.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, it's just so rare that we do it that I can 100% see how that's something we just would never bother to check. All right.
Well.
Anyways, I suppose let's get this one started. We'll do a normal match, or at least from a mastery standpoint.
The Tempers shall confront the fate.
Alright, well it is
Welcome.
Phaler's home arena in, again, what is, we expect to be the last match between these two, as we'll have Lilac swap in for Phaler after this. So how do these two choose to finish things off?
There is the Exile's request, so we've got...
Oh, right, we could do... Right, why don't we'll do Lilac's Exile request for, what was it, Headwind, Jody, and Ruki? Was it the original trio? Because we had previously said, oh, let's wait on that one because it doesn't jive all that well with the the Masteries request, but since we're scrapping the Masteries request, we can do the Exiles request.
Yay.
Alright, so Speedy Jody. Titan Tooth Jody. Banishing Throws on Rookie. And Prayer Beads on the other Rookie. Alright, so here we go, our final matchup between Phaler and Camilo today. Camilo, Banishing Throws, gets rid of one, make it 2 of Phaler's Exiles, but Jody, well, goes down as well. Rookie returns, though. Headwinds duel. And just non-stop banishments here. Can someone break the deadlock, though? As Phaler nearly, but not quite, able to do so with Rookie. Milo trying to get out from right next to the Pyre. And move toward Phaler's. Now Phaler back in possession, and he is the one to get us started with a 20 damage throw from Headwind. Then both Headwinds banish each other. Jody with a Titan Tooth stun. Headwind versus Headwind. Oh, Camilo almost able to sneak through there. Now it's Phaler with Rookie and with time and space, as Camilo was defenseless there. So 20 damage plunge, and with Prayer Beads, that means Rookie is back for Phaler. Jody knocks back all the defenders, though. That sets up Camilo for a 30 damage plunge. Headwind versus Headwind. This time, Phaler wins the duel, but Rookie, for Camilo, picks up the scraps. A little bit of pinball banishing throws, but it doesn't land for any of the targets, although second attempt banishes one, now banishes a second. And if Camilo is quick, he can sneak in 13 damage on that Rookie throw. Camilo now wins the Headwind duel. Now Rookie against Jody, and it is Phaler's Rookie who wins that. Some things never change, just the Headwinds once again power cast and take each other out. Rookie for Phaler. Banished here. Jody does just enough to avoid that cast, but then does go down after moving forward here. But Rookie for Camilo with a very quick 4 damage throw. Headwind now getting rid of almost everyone. Everyone now. So time for Phaler, and that's actually not just 20 damage, it's 10 leech as well. So net 30 points on that score. Oh, Camilo not quite quick enough to get the throw off in time there from Rookie. But now Headwind going on a banishing spree for him. Does eventually get taken out by Jody, though. Now Phaler recollects. It's Rookie. Little hesitation move, but does still go down. Ooh, double banishment. Triple banishment now from Phaler's Headwind. That means another opportunity for 20 damage and 10 leech. Those can add up pretty quickly. Headwind again. This time it's shorter. It's 8 damage and 4 leech, but it does mean that now Phaler is in range if it is a full damage or near full damage Jody score. Anyone else for him would fall short. Rookie blocked. Now banished. Now if Camilo is quick, there's an opportunity here. Phaler was defenseless, so Camilo gets in a 30 damage plunge from his Jody, but it means he is now Jodyless in this round. And that is... the same cannot be said of Phaler. That's it. Like we were saying, Jody is the key piece for him. That is the only way he can finish the match with just one score, and nearly had it there. But Camilo somehow, some way, did just enough to stop that from happening. And so instead, Phaler has to settle for a 20 damage Rookie Plunge. Now that is not quite enough, but at this point, anything would do for Phaler, any of his exiles, barring an extremely quick throw. Oh, but Jody knocks back the defender, setting up Rookie for the winning plunge. GG.
As though the scribes themselves stood by their side.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
All right, Lilac, you're on.
All right, let's
Jeez,
head on
Camilo.
back. Thanks for stopping by, Phaler.
Right.
So we can certainly get Lilac in here, and is there anyone else who would like to get in as well? Happy to make that change, if that's the case. Otherwise, if not, Camilo, are you okay with sticking around for a little while longer?
I'm good with it.
Does that work for you if we do some Lilac Camilo action here? Oh, actually, come to think of it, Lilac plays keyboard mouse, right? So Camilo, I think, or one of you would have to go controller.
Okay, one sec.
No
Does
worries.
it detect my controller?
Oh, that looks good.
Oh, yeah.
Just swap you around here. Oh, we'll reset the song while we're at it.
Momento de descanso.
There we are. Oh. Okay, Edgy Shrek, is this your new request? Because we scrapped the other one? Okay, gotcha. So it'll be, let's see, controller player, meaning Camilo gets all worms, whereas the keyboard mouse player, meaning Lilac, would get all saps. But the talismans are the player's choice. Okay. I know Lilac said they were joining on Discord. Did the Steam friends or a remote play invite work? Maybe I'll resend that just in case.
Hold on, everything is like lagging. That might be a good idea.
Okay, sorry, I just resent it, but I can send it again later if that's better.
Cool. I don't want to like delay stuff, but I'm worried that I might have to like restart my computer
Oh,
to
okay.
get it to stop lagging, but work, you beautiful potato. I'm referring to the computer. Okay, it seems to be doing better. Do you think you could send me another invite?
No problem.
Thank you.
Okay, new invite on its way. Ari, how's it going?
Hi, Ari. That's my Tumblr mutual.
Okay. All right. Did that invite work? Hopefully.
I hope it did. I'm not getting any notification.
Oh, did I mean, I can resend it again if that helps. Like, it
I'm
didn't
gonna-
even pop up for you?
I'm gonna see if I can, maybe if I open Steam, that might help.
Oh, okay, sure.
Would that affect anything to
It
your
might.
knowledge?
It might. I'm afraid Steam and Steam Remote Play, they are fickle beasts.
Okay, Steam is actually choosing to open, which is impressive.
Okay.
For me.
It's a good start.
Because half the time it doesn't want to open ever.
Oh no.
Okay. Could you try sending another invite?
Okay, let's give it a shot.
It works.
Oh.
I think. Or
Okay, fingers crossed,
see-
knock on wood.
I I think it is working. I think it is working.
Hopefully.
It seems to be working.
Okay, oh, I heard a good sound.
Woo!
Okay, that's encouraging. That's encouraging.
Yippee. I'd like to be dissidents again.
Okay, let me just make
Thank
sure you
you.
have controls. Set you for dissonance. Let's make sure that these controls make sense.
That looks good.
Okay, nice.
Whenever I inspect the screen, I look like that one Winnie the Pooh meme. The one where he's like staring at a piece of paper.
Okay, let's see. Update your information here, take you off the fate, put you on the dissidents. There we are. Okay.
Hey, out of curiosity, is it possible to change who goes player 1 or player 2 unless that gives like an unfair advantage or
It-
something?
Theoretically should be possible, yeah.
Okay, I was just curious, like, well, I didn't want to have an unfair advantage. It's just slightly harder for me to get used to player 2, I guess.
I mean, if it works for you, Camilo, we could try switching around.
I don't mind.
Camilo doesn't mind? Alright. Sure.
Cool, thank you. We can switch it again later if you'd prefer.
That doesn't matter.
I just keep on going past. Oh, the reason why I keep on going past the tempers is because I cannot select the tempers when they are already selected on the other side. That makes much more sense. I was like, am I going crazy? Not finding the team I'm looking for here? Okay, let me just switch this stuff as well. Let's see. That, and then that. And then swap the names. If I could spell, that would help. But there we go. Okay. So we should be good now. Did we have any? I've lost track if we had anything request-wise for this one. Oh, we had the exiles. Yes, we had. What was it? Camilo for all worms, and then
Yeah.
Lilac on all saps. I think it was. Which I'm sure both players are just incredibly eager to do.
I'm so excited.
All right, well, I won't hold you back any longer.
Yay.
The dissidents shall take on the Tempers. Welcome Who shall conduct the rites?
The largest arena, the Fall of Solium, this is true.
Remind me again of the all sap restrictions.
It's fine when it's only you. The only issue is when both players are taking 100% sap. So you are free to take whatever you want.
Got it. Thank you.
Good to see the canonically accurate Speedy Volfred.
I don't think I can.
Oh,
They use the mouse.
let's see. What if we do that?
Like, I could control. The thing is, like, the mouse was like overriding the inputs.
What if we do this?
I
Can you
can
move
pause,
it
but
now?
I cannot.
What about that? There we go. Of course, player 2 is player 3. Obviously.
That makes sense.
That checks out.
Exactly.
Sir Gilman.
Alright, it is a legendary talisman Gilman. Oh,
Oh,
that's a little
The thing is,
alarming.
it's the other way around now.
That's
is that a problem?
weird. You know, maybe we'll just put Camilo on player 4 for now. See what that does. At least fine on Lilac's
Okay.
end. As for whether we have
Okay.
just messed with Camilo's stuff, that remains to be seen. We'll figure that out when we get there.
Fingers crossed.
You know, what we'll do is we'll just obviously, we'll just switch between which controller we have set for Camilo whenever he wants to move versus whenever Lilac wants to move.
God.
What, you thought you're only allowed to move one of your exiles at a time? No. Across both teams, only one exile is allowed to move at a time.
Imagine basketball was like that.
It's
That's
sort a little
terrifying.
like that with handball, where you're allowed to move when you do not have the ball, but as soon as you have it, you have to stop.
Oh,
might be the closest thing.
what's handball?
I mean, it's like soccer / association football, except instead of kicking the ball, you throw it to one another and you throw it into the goal.
Ah,
I mean, in soccer you can still run with the ball though.
True.
the only sport I really know anything about is purgatory basketball, if I'm being honest.
I cannot say I have any familiarity with this.
The only sport I know is Pyre.
There you go.
That's
Correct
what I meant.
answer.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
I see what you
bad.
mean. Now I understand. Sorry, that just flew right over my head at
No,
first.
you're good.
Sap.
It didn't cross the radar.
Alright, well here we go. It is the triple saps on Lilac's side against the triple worms on Camilo's side. So, two very contrasting teams. You have the little quick exiles in Camilo's case. You have the big, slow exiles on Lilac's side.
The dissonant Pyre is the first to falter.
Were you...
Are you like constantly shifting? Are you like still with your
I'm
constantly-
using the mouse, but it's blinking instead.
Oh yes, that's something that happens.
Okay, do you... This has happened to Camilo before, right? I don't remember what our solution was.
Yeah. Me neither.
Wonderful. Well
I'm
then.
hoping there's a solution.
I mean, we've solved it after much trial and error in the past. I feel like the usual go-to was once again to just mess around with which controller we had the controller person set for.
Would it maybe fix would it alter anything to switch me back to player 2?
We could do that. It would probably require that we reset the RITE in that case. I mean, either way, we might need to reset the RITE.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, if we do this.
The thing is attacking the rest of controls.
This is not supposed to happen. Lilac, you are playing keyboard mouse, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Well, Pyre disagrees. Either that or you are actually a computer.
Who's to say?
Camilo, I think in the past, our solution might have been restarting Pyre.
Okay.
I think that might have been what we had to do, if I remember correctly. I mean, otherwise... Camilo, can you just try unplugging and replugging your controller real quick? Just want to see if that fixes it.
Replugged.
Okay.
I mean, it seems. Can you move now?
Okay, I can move.
Okay, we're good.
Awesome.
Don't ask any
Hooray.
questions. Just accept this reality.
Yippee.
Alright, well, we're back. Lilac locking down the orb with those saplings, but Camilo finds a way to get it back. So yeah, Lilac, with all those large sap and sapling auras, can block a large area of the arena, although, as we were saying before, this is the biggest arena, which might play to Camilo's advantage, because even with all those many auras that Lilac has, Camilo may still be able to find some ways through. It is also a lot of ground to cover for some very slow saps. Whereas that is not as daunting of a task for those quick worms, as Camilo demonstrates there. 12 damage on that throw.
The orb is taken.
Gilman goes around the other way and has enough distance on the jump to set up that throw for 11 damage. And I think Camilo might have taken the extra jumping distance on one of those worms, if I remember correctly, so that might not be a coincidence. Might have needed that extra jumping distance, in fact.
Sorry, Wolfred.
Gilman continuing to try to find a way to break through this wall of auras, and does so here. Be curious to see. I think it might be Gilman who has that legendary talisman. I would like to see if the other worms can also get that much range. Lilac setting up those saplings, but Camilo finds a gap in the defense.
The orb.
Oh, and that time Camilo, rather than jumping over, says, "Never mind that. I'm just gonna explode everything." He chooses the siege,
violence.
or the siege weapon approach.
Chose violence.
He was the berserker
Banished.
from the second Lord of the Rings movie. Said, "Oh, those Helm's Deep walls, I don't care about those. I'm just gonna blow them up."
The orb is taken.
Here's Deluge, and here's his throw, which ends up short. So Lilac recovers it. But it is not easy to score on this arena with those saps, especially 100% saps.
Beauteous.
Camilo,
I
quick
wouldn't mind
worm
if
plunge there.
The rite is nearly ended.
Camilo sneaks through. However, the benefit of having all these saps
Oh my gosh.
is, you know, you can get a rather large second life bar.
Oh my god. I wasn't even aware. I wasn't even paying attention to how much.
Camilo
By the
throws
way,
that
you
one
can't-
in for
you can't
15.
block the jump with the shield.
The fates
You
seem
can't
to
block
be
the
falling behind.
It looked like he was trying to charge up a throw there, but his momentum took him in for a plunge. That means he's one worm down here. Right now it is just Lady River, Lilac with the shields.
Poor exile.
Lady River again, this time blocked. Blocked again. This is the wall
Yes.
that Camilo needs to find a way to breach, but he does with a quick 9 damage throw. Lilac just putting all those saps right on top of the pyre, but Camilo unfazed. Gilman vanished here. Now Lady River's turn. She comes up short. Ulfred on the move.
Begone, Wolfred.
Down he goes. It's back with Gilman. His throw is short. He's banished. Now Lilac again. Does have the extra mobility from Speedy Volfred. I don't recall what the other talisman choices were, though.
Gilman caught out.
This one's manly. Oh, and double banishment from that exploding worm. That throw is short.
Tis taken.
Lilac back with it. Back with all the saps. Oh, and Camilo was out for blood there once again, but Lilac was prepared. This time the throw, it is unblockable. And it is on target. Good for 14.
Now then.
Camilo now with Deluge. Explosion takes out one of the saps. Then the quick follow-up with an 11 damage throw. Lady River a little bit short on that attempt. Wolfred, down he goes. Now Palmas and Manly. Oh, but a double sap banishment there. Triple sap banishment. And yes, the Numbing Gust will slow Camilo down.
See what transpires.
He was almost quick enough to still find a way to score there. Technically speaking, when it comes to counters to that, worms are arguably the best because their base movement speed is so fast, and especially when Camilo has the orb so close to the pyre to begin with,
Now go.
still able to score there. And then very quick on that occasion. Oh,
Oh, I think some internet problems are going on.
yeah, looks like Lilac disconnected. Hold on. Not sure if Lilac lost internet altogether, or if that was just on the Steam remote play side. I can certainly get you back in if you do have internet back. Hopefully it was just a little blip. Oh, yeah, no, that's what I feared. I'm afraid that is what I feared.
Hmm.
That's not good. Give you a minute? Okay, no worries. Alright, hopefully, quick little, router messing around can get it back or something along those lines. should come back in a minute. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I assume you're on Twitch on your phone or something like that. At least we didn't lose you altogether in that way. Otherwise, like, no, Lilac! Gone to the void! We may never hear from you again. Fortunately, that is not the case. But yeah, as soon as... Well, yeah, I guess... As soon as you get internet back, I'm guessing your name will pop back up on Steam. So I should see it. Just bugging out around this time yesterday, actually. Oh. Silly interwebs.
Hello?
Hey, there we go.
Did you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hope that it lasts, because last time, like yesterday, it was like going off and on, and I don't know if it'll do that this time.
You say that. I did see you on Steam Remote Play, and then I just saw your name disappear.
Like just now.
Oh wait, no. Now it says you're in Pyre. Okay, no, that's good.
Wait,
good.
now I'm out of Pyre. I'm out of Pyre again.
Okay. Invite sent.
Thank you.
We have jinxed it.
Between remote play and the internet gods, you know, we are at the whims of many forces far more powerful than we are.
Scribes are displeased.
Apparently, we did something wrong. Alright. Well, hopefully... I think I heard you pop back in. Let me just make sure
Yep,
that you have controls. You do. Okay.
Awesome.
Let's just take a second to make sure that both of you can still move.
Okay, let's see.
Yes.
You both can? Okay. Alright. We're back!
Woo!
Nothing happened. Don't worry about it. Everything is perfectly fine.
Caught out.
Manly. And Volfred. Down he goes. Orb unclaimed, at least until Manly collects. Elusive, at least for now. But he does eventually go down. So back with Camilo here. And one score would be all that Camilo needs, as we have already seen the second life bar. And that throw will seal the deal.
The Tempers prevail.
GG.
And what a crushing
GG.
victory it was.
Well played, you two.
The rite is done.
All right. Well, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
And let us know, chat, if there's anything you'd like to see for the next one. Hopefully, the internet and Steam Remote Play will be cooperative. But you know, sometimes...
May they have mercy.
May they have mercy on our souls. Alright, not immediately seeing any requests, so of course if you guys don't have anything in particular in mind, we can always leave it up to the players. Except we... Oh! Well. Well. I have a pretty good sense. Let's do a
You
little,
know me quite well.
little roulette here. Just, you know, filter through. It's slowing down. Oh, it stopped. That's weird. The roulette wheel stopped right here.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
All right. Well, I believe that means that by random chance, we will have a boat match
Oh, goody.
for the next game. Let us know if there's anything else we'd like to see, or if that is all.
I choose peace for now. I gotta save up,
Oh,
you know?
okay. Remaining secretive, though, with regards
I'm
to
almost-
whatever
I'm
this
almost-
devious plan might be.
I'm almost at 15k.
Oh, man.
Just a little ways to go.
Oh, goodness. All right, well, it looks like, at least for this one, all we will see is that arena request, so let's get back in here.
The dissidents versus the Tempers.
Only the map request, right?
Welcome. Who shall conduct
Yeah, only the map requests. The team composition is still up to the players here. So it's Speedy Jody for Lilac. And Banishing Throw Hamatha for Camilo. Now, Luminous Idol on Ignarius in the second spot for Lilac.
I know what I'm doing. I'm doing this for someone in the chat.
I can make a guess as to who that might be, because there's at least one person who is particularly enthused about that Ignarius choice.
Tizo.
Then a quick throwing Tizo for Camilo.
That was not the right one.
Well, last
I mean,
one
Mooncrest should
for
be-
Lilac is Rekindling on the Stowaway.
Hi, Ari. Winky face.
Alright, and then Exploding Gilman in the last spot for Camilo.
Begin.
Hamatha and Jody quickly down here along with Iggy. In fact, a whole bunch of banishments. Lilac defenseless. And so time for, a quick 25 damage there for Camilo. There's Jody with a little bit of boat magic in both directions. Jody is taking flight here. Well, really, not so much in terms of the height as much as just the distance. But here is Camilo plunging for 25 with his worm. You gotta reserve the whole flying thing for when we're talking both the distance and the height. That's when you're talking the really dramatic stuff. But with a little bit of boat magic, Lilac is able to get in here for a 30 damage Demon Plunge. Camilo, first the orb here with Hamatha and banishes with that throw, then switches into Tizo for the quick 25. Jody gets the orb first, but gets banished first. Hamatha once again switches to Tizo. The Tizo banished. Iggy against Hamatha. Hamatha trying to get a banishment with those throws, but can't connect. So it's back with Lilac now, and back with Jody, plunging for 30. Camilo. Ametha does get the Banishing Throw to work that time. And then switches to Tizo, who once again snipes in a 25 damage throw. Jody to Lilac. Oh, a little bit of boat magic. Almost, but not quite enough for Jody on that occasion. Iggy now. His turn. He's blocked, though. Banishes one, gets the orb back, but gets blocked again. Then the explosion takes out Iggy and Gilman. Jody down. And now Tizo with some room for another 25 damage throw. Ametha takes out Jody, but then Ignarius takes out Pamitha. Then Tizo takes out Ignarius. Camilo with Tizo able to get the throw off. This time slightly less than the maximum. But after dropping Lilac down to 24, it is possible for Camilo to finish it with one score, because he does have the extra damage on Tizo. But after that Demon Plunge for 30, it is now also possible for Lilac to finish it with one score. Oh, and actually Lilac took the Rekindling on one of those talismans, so actually would take at least 2 scores for Camilo. Can't forget about that. Pamitha. Vanishing Throw connects here. Then Camilo switches to Tizo. There is the Rekindling we were just talking about. So Lilac does hold on. But now, one score for either player would do the trick. So sudden death match. But Jody comes up a little bit short there. Pamitha. Oh. Sees the portal. And upon going through, plunges in for the win.
A victory so narrowly achieved, and thus more glorious.
GG.
The ceremony
I was shaken.
is complete.
Well played, you two. Alright, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
Okay, well, let us know, chat, if there is anything we'd like to see for the next one. Otherwise, we'll reset ourselves here. Blue Owl, what's up? How's it going?
Hi.
Good to see you. Alright, we have a customize offer quest here from Honor. So randomized exiles, masteries, and talismans. Won't even see any of that stuff in advance. Just gonna get thrown straight into the action. Well, we could still do an arena, we could still do a song if either of those are of interest. If so, let us know. Otherwise, we have a lot of things accounted for already. Yeah, sudden death match. You love to see it. Not seeing any requests for this one, though, so I think we'll just jump in. And we'll see what we end up with this time.
The dissidents.
Okay, it's the book. And for Lilac, we have Demon, Sap, and Worm. And for Camilo, it is Demon, Crone, and Imp. Other details to be determined. I saw Black Hoof for a second there. I think it might have been on Lilac's Volfred? Or somewhere in that area, at least. But Camilo bulldozes his way through with the Demon for a 30 damage plunge, and with no prayer beads, it means we no longer have, I think that was Ignarius. Bertrude moves in after getting some banishments. Now it's just Raji for Camilo. Patiently waiting for the right opportunity, but it never comes, as Camilo is now defenseless, and Lilac quick enough to get in here for a 15 damage worm plunge. And now means no deluge in this round. Bertrude, down she goes. Is Palette? She goes down as well. There is Black Hoof confirmed on Volfred. He cannot pick up the orb.
It's my lucky day.
And not what Lilac wanted to see. Oh, and then a super portal
That is how to snuff a flame.
for Camilo, and that is very effective when combined with the demons. And huge implosion there, getting rid of all of Lilac's exiles except with the Moon Crest. Deluge comes back more quickly. But Camilo,
Turn the orb into the flame.
with a 29 damage throw there from his crone, and that means one score potentially. All that Camilo might need here. Then again, Lilac does have a sap, may have rekindling, we just don't know, with Customize off. Camilo, though, trying to test that theory. And does, but Lilac does, have exactly 10 on the second life bar.
The orb is up.
At this point means likely one more score. All Camilo would need goes through the portal here, but that throw is short. Gets the rebound,
And it is
and with that, plunges in for the win.
They overwhelmed their adversaries utterly.
GG.
GG.
The rite is complete.
Well played, you two. Now let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
All right, let us know, chat, if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. Otherwise, at the very least, we'll turn Customize back on. And of course, as always, if there isn't anything in particular we're looking for, we can always just leave it up to the players to take whatever they want. That's an option. Okay, hold on. Angie Shrek says, only characters that are
What?
visibly elderly.
What does that mean?
There might be some room for interpretation there. I'm
Please-
not sure.
Please elaborate.
I'm not sure if Edgy
Can you
Shrek
please-
is going to be the one who makes the determination as to whether someone
I
meets
would
the
say-
criteria.
I mean, all saps I would say are somewhat old.
All the saps? I don't
are
know.
they visibly elderly though? Like,
Hmm.
do they have to look old or just be old? And like,
I feel like it's very different for the saps. I mean, I don't know that much about sap biology, but I imagine they live much longer than other species do, so they are inherently much older, at least on
Yeah.
average, than other species are.
I got some ideas for
Okay.
who I might pick.
All right, well, why don't we jump in? We'll see what the players have in mind. Visibly
interpreta-
elderly.
When you say open to interpretation,
The dissidents.
how open to interpretation?
I don't know.
How-
You guys are gonna have to just see where the limit is.
Well, I mean, we got the obvious.
Do demons count? Does Bertrude count?
I mean, how long has all the demons been alive? I mean, Orlake is. You could say that he's clearly old.
Yeah, because I mean, there's the question of not only how old are they, but how long have they been in the downside, and those two things. Although there's a lot of correlation there.
I got an idea. I got an
Okay.
idea.
Okay.
Other than like Dalbert, I really don't have nobody sure here.
And then factor in, I mean, curs, technically not dogs, although seemingly quite similar. Are we talking human years or are we talking dog years?
I don't know
Good
how much.
question.
Because by a human standpoint, Dalbert might not actually be that old. Well, he's visibly elderly. I think that the criteria was visibly elderly, and he definitely does meet that criteria. So from that standpoint, I think that is safe.
Okay. If the criteria is visibly elderly, what is,
I mean, she's a ghost.
She is visibly dead.
Does it? I don't know if that counts. There's a technicality there.
She's been exiled for over 800 years, so that would.
But she is dead. Does that mean she technically is elderly or technically is not elderly?
I think it is, but not sure.
Okay, Edgy Shrek, who is the person who made this request, says she looks spooky enough. Now, spooky and elderly are not the same thing, but apparently on this occasion, that's acceptable.
Comes hand in hand, seemingly.
Ari and Blue, what do you think? What is the chat's opinion?
A series of unintelligible letters is apparently what they think, but also sure, why not?
Okay. Although then there is the fact that I'm better at crones than nomads, so...
Is there actually a dialogue option with Snadra that says she seems quite youthful? Oh wow, we're getting some serious mixed signals here.
What are they before doing that?
Okay, I will... Is this visibly elderly?
I don't know. Is that a
I'm
beard?
just asking.
Is Messenger bearded? Is that what that is? If so, that suggests he might be kind of older. I don't know.
I feel like that's like a little coded for... But I don't know. What would be the robes?
Tizo does not have a beard, correct, but Messenger Imp does. Does that mean that Messenger Imp is much older than Tizo?
Top 10 questions science still can't answer.
Exactly.
I think I'll just play it safe. This is visibly elderly, right?
I don't know. I don't know what an elderly crone looks like.
She looks elderly. She looks
Maybe they all born like this.
Who knows?
Someone said something about Tizo.
Maybe that's
Tizo is old though. He's wise. He's got a broken horn. But he looks youthful. It's not how old are they? It's visibly elderly. So,
if they're visibly elderly, it would imply that they also are elderly.
But it's not always aligned. I don't know. Up to you.
Who made this request? Was it Edgy Shrek?
It was Edgy Shrek, yes.
Edgy Shrek, can you please specify slightly more?
I think anyone from like the Beyonders is elder enough.
Okay, that maybe helps a little.
You have all the people who are just masked who we never see, but you do have the two other Beyonders in addition to Snadra.
It lost the chance of playing the full Beyonders.
Can I go with Tizo?
It's up to you.
I mean, I would say...
Determine it yourself, says Edgy Shrek. Figure it out.
I'm going with this one then. I'm going with this one.
Alright, I think with the beard, again, don't really know how it works with the whole imp biology, but I would think that might mean that Messenger Imp is a little older by imp standards.
Imp standards.
Whatever that means.
They got standards, we just don't know what they are.
Exactly.
Umbrella term where we have no clue.
Messenger Imp.
Alright, well, Camilo now needs to answer the same types of questions.
Yeah.
He will choose Snadra. Right, we don't really know. Maybe Messenger Imp has been there since the dawn of time. Alright, but it's Dalbert in the last spot for Lilac.
I just need to read. I just need to check.
Can you tell if they're elderly if they're wearing a mask?
Well, he is also a member of the Beyonders. So like
That's
Snadra, he is a
Fair.
multi-hundred-year-old ghost.
Yeah, at least a few
And according to last RITE, also Dalbert's husband, right?
Oh! I forgot
think-
about
I didn't
this.
want to remember that. Thank you.
Thank you for the reminder. Well, here we are with our visibly elderly match.
Quote unquote.
Right, quote unquote. Many artistic liberties were taken.
Retirement home brawl.
There is Dalbert. Oh, with a double banishment from that throw.
Glory first to the Tempest.
Helps set up this 15 damage score.
Yes.
And it's Dalbert again here, plunging for 20. The voice definitely has lines talking about how old Dalbert is.
Glory.
Yeah. At least.
Exactly.
At least one, yeah. But there's Snadra, plunging for 20.
A deathly thwarted drive.
Messenger Imp. At infinite stamina. Ooh, not quite quick enough to make it in that time, though. Does set up a dangerous portal. But Camilo in possession. And no one back defensively anymore, so it is Dalbert once more. Though this time just 11 damage on that throw.
That's it.
Gertrude for Lilac. Blocked. Now banished. Dalbert again. And it's Dalbert's world. We're just living in it.
There.
It's the other Dalbert, but he's down. And somehow Dalbert gets that throw in. It drops Lilac down to 16, which means it is possible.
Just one sacred miracle.
Unless
Kept the flame
Lilac
alive.
has Rekindling for Camilo to finish it with one score.
Unfortunate
But
for the
Snadra,
dissidents.
with a full damage score, would still have enough, as would Palmas.
Sandra banished.
But Lilac says, Snadra, get out of here. Palmas, you get out of here too. Gertrude, oh, just shy on the jump. A little bit short.
Now go.
Palmas. Down he goes. Messenger Imp is quick and gets in for a 25 damage plunge. It does mean no Messenger Imp in this round. Dalbert against Dalbert. Little ring around the rosy. But that is not enough damage on that throw, so Lilac still holding on here. But then that plunge will seal the deal.
The Tempest prevail.
GG.
Vastly outperformed their adversaries.
Well played, you two.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
GG.
GG.
Alright. Let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
And it is starting to get a little late, so it may make sense to have this next one be our penultimate rite, the last one in which we take any requests before our liberation rite. So if there is anything we would still like to see, this would be our last chance to make it happen. So let us know if you have anything in mind. Let's see. Well.
I
Well,
would have sent it much faster,
well.
but my phone started lagging.
Lilac's like, what? The last match where we can make requests? Say no more.
And I still got a good amount of lid coins.
Okay, okay. Anything else we'd like to see, or is the arena all we were looking for? Not seeing anything else at the moment, so maybe we'll just leave the rest up to the players. And let's get started.
No offense.
The dissidents shall now face the Tempers. Welcome.
Alright, so team composition.
Who
Is
shall conduct
replicating
the rites?
previous team setups against the rules?
It's all for again.
Oh, that's fine.
Cool.
So Speedy Jody in the first spot for Lilac.
What is the limit for boat requests, anyways?
There, at least used to be, I think there still is, a limit for just total number of arena requests over the course of a single session.
The only limit is how Leeds feels like.
Let me double check.
Bertrude.
Speedy Bertrude. That's what Camilo will go for. Luminous Idol Ignarius.
Volfred.
Typhoon Bottle on Volfred for Camilo. And last choice for Lilac.
Take
Does lock in what I'm pretty sure was exactly the team we saw on the prior occasion. And then quick throwing Tizo is the final choice for Camilo.
begin.
Alright, so here we go. It is Jody, first to the orb here. And a little bit of boat magic
Scribes.
to set up that 30 damage plunge. Nothing too crazy on that occasion. We'll have to see if there's
Now then,
more yet that we will see in that regard. Tizo for Camilo. Sets up a decent portal, although Lilac has it covered at the moment. Camilo now moving in with Bertrude, but she goes down. Iggy vanished here. Tizo through the portal he goes, and with a quick throw, able to connect for 25. Jody for Lilac. Backs it up. And then, oh, might have been going for the big leap, but didn't quite find a way to make it work. And in fact, if anything, it's Bertrude doing the leaping here as she plunges for 30. Jody gets it back, and whoa, does get the air time. Didn't quite get the positioning correct. Iggy avoids the exploding sapling, but gets blocked. Avoids that exploding sapling as well. Blocked once more. And now vanished. Tizo. Blocked. Tizo again. Ooh, sneaky. Somehow finds a way through there. Setting up the 25 damage throw. aggressive plays from Camilo here, winning the orb back close to Lilac's Pyre, setting up that 30 damage throw.
The fate's adversaries may as yet prevail.
Jody. Lost the orb. Gets it back here. Blocked. Retrieves, only to be banished again. Bertrude for Camilo. Shielded. Here is Bertrude. This time with a plunge for 30 damage, but it does mean no Bertrude in this round. Big leap from Jody. In fact, so big she moved the sapling. There's the boat magic Lilac's looking for. Stowaway. Down she goes. Now remember, Lilac does have Rekindling here, so although it is possible for Camilo to deplete the entirety of Lilac's initial life bar, we will still see a second. And that's 25 damage from that plunge, which is not quite enough to activate that Rekindling. Protrude. Oh, shielded. Did just enough to set that up. There is the Rekindling. So now Lilac on the second life bar, and that means one score could be enough for Camilo at this stage. Tizo. Blocked here. Now banished. Bullfred. Back to Tizo. Has the portal. Not Ignatius. Oh, and Tizo. Oh, the orb inadvertently hits Lilac's Pyre, bounces back out, buys Lilac a little bit of time, but not enough to stop Tizo from getting the winning throw.
Well played.
GG.
Victory it was.
Well played, you two.
The rite is ended.
All right. Well, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
And I think it's time. I think
That
it is time.
little internet symbol is starting to scare me.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's do this quickly then. All right, Liberation Right time. Quickly, to the Fall of Solium we go. Sermon intro on. Never to return, Temper's version.
I think it's fine for now.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, so this will be our final match of the night, our Liberation Right. So no requests from chat for this one. Both players just going to take their preferred teams to finish things off in style. Before we lose internet, let's get started.
It kept like flashing red during the last ride.
You're scaring me.
Why, hello, exiles. You heed the summons to the Fall of Solium. Here you
Eye on
may
me.
yet prove your worth. Try not to let the pressure get to you.
I'll
Dissidents,
try.
Stand ready. Tempers, stand ready. Who shall conduct this rite?
All right, so as we said, this will be our final rite of the night, our Liberation Rites. No requests from chat for this one. Both players just taking their preferred teams to finish things off in style. There'll be an exploding Orlek in the first spot for Lilac. Answered by a Prayer Bead Stowaway for Camilo. Stowaway for Lilac as well, though in this case it's a speedy stowaway. Now Banishing Throws Pamitha for Camilo. Speedy Tizo for Lilac in the last spot.
Behave, internet.
And then Camilo. Round out the team with a Curfang Jodariel. So alright, here we go, our final rite of the night, our Liberation Rite. Lilac on the left representing the Dissidents, Camilo on the right representing the Tempers. Best of luck to you both.
Tis taken. Tizo takes the plunge. No. Oof. In the name of Solium Myrrh. The Dissident's Pyre now burns relatively brighter. Oh. Now to the flame. And there it is. At last.
And there it
The
is.
Dissidents proved their worth.
GG.
They surpassed their adversaries in the end.
Well played, you two.
Thus ends the Liberation Rite.
As we were saying, that was our final rite of the night, our Liberation Rite. So thank you everybody who participated in the rites today, and everybody who gave us the requests in chat as well. I'm gonna hop out of Discord, but I will catch you guys next time. Alright, well, let me just throw this screen on here. Oh, and let me free these two from remote play. There we are. Nari, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Well, as I was saying, that was our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. So thank you to everybody who participated in the rites and everybody who gave us the request in chat as well. This was, of course, Pyre Community Rite Night, and if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then the best way to do so is by joining the Rite Club Discord server, and you can do that by clicking on that link right there. My name is Lids. I'm hosting these Rite Nights. My streaming schedule is Fridays, we are doing Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer. Saturdays, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Sundays, obviously, Pyre multiplayer. And then usually weekdays / whichever day we can squeeze in the time, doing some First Descendant streams as well. Lids Vids on YouTube as well, and posting the VODs for all those streams there, so if you missed anything, you can catch it there. And if you haven't done so yet already, of course, you can also hit the follow button to get a notification for when I go live, and you can also follow me on Twitter, @LidsVids. I post there when I go live as well, but actually the best place to stay up to date on all things Lids is my Discord, which you can join by clicking on that link right there. And in fact, I might even do a First Descendant stream after I eat dinner tonight. So stay tuned. There's a chance that might end up happening. But that's going to be it for me for tonight. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And I'll catch you next time.